All right, so you'll have to go back to your test and look at it and correct the correct ones on the test that you're getting provided. Okay, so first thing is the cylinder, and it has this picture, and it's wanting to know what this side right here would be. Well, it's going straight up, and it connects the bases, so that would be your height. Because the radius would be in the middle of the circle. The big B is actually two numbers getting multiplied together, and the perimeter is the distance around the base. So height is the correct answer. Number 2, we have the cylinder, and it has, in my circle, a radius. So it has a radius of 3 and a height of 7. Remember, the height always goes straight up, and this radius has to be in the center of the circle. My formula for finding total surface area of a cylinder is 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. And when I look down here, it tells me I'm going to choose from the drop-down menu. Well, it has the beginning of the formulas. So it says surface area equals 2 times pi, and it wants you to put in the rest. So the radius we said is 3, the height we said is 7, and that would be plus 2 times pi, and again it's the radius of 3 squared. Okay? Remember, if I'm moving too fast, you can pause it and you can write the answer down and then start it again. Number 3 has the chart that we actually looked at on the review. It was a question on the review, and I told you it would be on the test. And it's wanting to know if the following are triangular prism, rectangular prism, or both. Okay, so the bases are rectangles. If the bases are rectangular, it is a rectangular prism. If the bases are triangles, it's a triangular prism. The lateral faces are rectangles. And this one probably some of you missed, but if we look at it right here on number 4 and 5, you can see that it's a rectangle for the triangle, and it's also a rectangle for the rectangular prism. So this one is both. And then it has the area of the base is base times height. Well, that is for a rectangle, and that's on your formula chart. And then we have 1/2 base times height. That would be a triangle, which is also on your chart. Number 4, triangular prism, and its dimensions are shown in the diagram. What is the P, which is the perimeter, in this formula? Well, on this, I'd be looking at the triangle and wanting to know. Well, there's only one number that's on this side of the triangle, which is 11, but this number 3 is the same. It would slide over here and be this side and this side, because that's what these little lines mean. It means that they are equal. So it's going to be 11 plus 3 plus 3, which is going to be 17, which is F. Okay, on this one, it's saying that we want to, let me erase this. It says we want to know what the value of the big B is. Well, because it's a capital B, that means it's something that I'm going to multiply. And big B is the area of the base. So on this one, the area of the base is a rectangle. And so that's going to be 13 times 10, which is 130. So that would be B. All right, on number 6, we have 3 cylinders, 2 of which are the same size, and it wants to know which 2. Okay, when I'm looking at this, I can see I'm going to be multiplying everything, so I can get rid of the 2 pi's because that's all the same. So all I'm going to worry about is the multiplying at the end. So 9 times 4 is 36. 1.5 times 10 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. And the 2 that are the same are B and C. I look down here, and that would be H. All right, number 7. Miss Clark wants to paint a box. She needs to calculate the lateral surface area because she'll know how much to paint. Tells me she will not paint the top and bottom bases of the box with the dimensions of 10 by 5. Okay, and since she said that, we're doing the lateral, which is capital PH, and it's wanting me to use the 10 and the 5, so it's actually saying that this is the base right here. And so if that's the base, then it would be 10 times 5 times 8. Well, this is 50 times 8, which is going to be 400. Okay, next one. A container is shaped like a triangular prism. Each base of the container is an equilateral triangle. Hold on, I just did this wrong on this. I actually told you wrong on number 7. We're going to back it up. I didn't do the perimeter, I just multiplied. I did volume. And I'm not going to. So it would actually be. They're saying this is the basis. So we're not going to use it. We want. They're saying this. Not that. It's 10 and 5. The base is down here, and it's 10 and 5, so it's 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5, which is going to be 30, and then times 8. So it was perimeter times height, which is going to be 240. It should be D. Sorry about that. All right, number 8. Okay, we have a prism, and we have this as the base. And the container has a height of 13. What is the lateral surface area? Okay, so again, it's going to be perimeter times height. Well, the perimeter is going to be these numbers here. So 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is 15. That's your P. And then the height, it tells me, is 13. So 15 times 13. It's not going to let me do that there, so I'm going to have to do that here. 15 times 13. And we did what? And you get 195. So 195 is the answer. Okay, number 9. Hat box in the shape of a cylinder. So we have a cylinder. Has a diameter of 16. And a height of 10. Which measurement is closest to the total surface area of it? Okay, so this is the same formula used a little bit ago. 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times radius squared. Okay, so notice that I do need the height, but I need a radius, and I have a diameter. So I'm going to do 16 divided by 2, and I get 8. And that is my radius. So I'm going to plug in now. 2 times pi times 8 times the height, which is 16, plus 2 times pi times 8 squared. Okay, I'm going to put that in my calculator real quick. And it'll be 8 times 16 plus 2 times the times. Oh, it was 10. This is a 10 actually. Oops. Let's go back. No, it's late. Okay, let's try that again. And we get 904.78. Okay. 10. Cylinder has the dimension shown through a radius of 5 and a height of 18, which measures closest to the total. So again, we have radius 5, height 18. We're using the same formula that we just used over here. It's going to be 2 times pi times our radius, which is 5, times the height of 18, plus 2 times pi times 5 squared. And when we do this one, we get 2 times 5 times 18 plus 2 times pi times 5 squared. And we get G. Alright, number 11, we have a triangular prism with the dimensions that are shown in the diagram. What is the total surface area here? It's going to be capital PH plus 2 big B. Again, we have a triangle, so that means it's our base. So it's going to be 6. And then these numbers are going to come across, so it's going to be 6.5 and 2.5. Remember, the height is what connects our two bases. So 10 is what connects, so that's the height. All right, so first perimeter. It's going to be 6.5 plus 2.5 plus 6. That's going to be 15. The height is 10. And my big B then is going to be base times height divided by 2 because it is a rectangle. It's not going to be that slanted side. It's going to be the 6 and the 2.5. Oh wait, not 6.5. 6 and 2.5 divided by 2. So put that in our calculator and we get 7.5 for big B. And then we can just plug it in. So I end up having 15 times 10 plus 2. Oh shoot, my thing just moved. I drew the line all the way down. Alright. 2 times 7.5. So that's going to be 165, which is C. Alright, number 12. Amanda wants to cover a box with decorative tiles. She needs to calculate the lateral surface area. Okay, and we know that it's this right here. So lateral is capital PH. We're going to need the perimeter. This is the base. So P is going to be 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8, which is going to be 30. The height is 12. And we're just going to multiply those. 38 times 12. Which is 456. Oh, did I just put in the right thing? I did. Oh, oh, that's not a 38, it's a 30. This is 30, because Copen can't read her own writing. 30 times 12, which is going to be 360. So that's F. Alright, number 13. A label covers the lateral surface area of a can, which measurement's closest to the lateral surface area. So that's 2 times pi times radius times height. I have a diameter and a height. My height is easy to tell, it's 4. But then I have a diameter, so I have to do 2.8 divided by 2, which is going to be 1.4. My equal doesn't want to go. So my radius is 1.4. And then I can plug it into the formula. So it's going to be same thing that we did ago. 2 times pi times radius times height. So it just wants the lateral. So 2 times pi times radius times height, which is 4. And I get 35.19, which is right here. Okay, the side length of a base of a triangle prism is 5, 12, and 13. The height is 25. It isn't even telling you on this one that what the sides are and what the height is. What is the lateral? So it's capital PH. The P, it tells me that it's 5, 12, and 13, which is 30. And the height is 25, and then we just multiply those. 30 times 25. I get 750, which is the answer. Alright, number 15. Rectangular prism and its dimensions are shown. What is the total surface area? So total is going to want perimeter times height plus 2 times the area of the base. My base is down here. Okay, so I'm adding 9 and 7. 9 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7, because there's 4 sides. I mean, it's hard to see because the base is down here. And we get 32. My height is the number I didn't use, which is 12. And my B is the 2 numbers I was adding down. I'm going to multiply them. So 9 times 7, which is 63. And now I can just plug in. It's going to be 32 times 12 plus 2 times 63. So put it in our calculator. 32 times 12 plus 2 times 63. You get 510, which is B. Alright, number 16. Triangular prism and its dimensions are shown. What is the lateral surface area? I want lateral, which is capital PH. The P is going to be this 12 is going to come over here. This is like the one we did a little while ago. These 2 numbers are going to come across, and so it's going to be 9 plus 12 plus 12. 9 plus 12 plus 12, which is 33, and that's a 12. It's kind of hard to see. That's 33. The height is the 17. And we multiply those 2 together. So 33 times 17. And we get 561, which is G. Alright, 17. A box is shaped like a rectangular prism. The base of the box is 2 feet by 3 feet, and the total surface area of the box is 62 square feet. Choose the correct answer from each drop down. Okay, so we know the total, and then it says that the area of the base is 2 times 3, or 2 by 3. Okay, well, when we do the perimeter, remember this is actually showing for total. The perimeter is going to be those numbers added. 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. My plus isn't really working too good, but those are pluses in there. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Another 5 would be 10. So the perimeter equals 10. The height is not given, so it stays H. And my big B would be the 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay, so first it's perimeter times height. So it should be 10 times H, and there's only one with 10 times H, so it has to be this one. And the height of the box would be, alright, well, we can do the part that we can. So 2 times 6 is 12. Let's do that. And then I'm going to have 10H, and we're going to have it equal 62. Let me subtract the 12, and then we'll make this into a little thing. This goes away. This is 50. 50. Should have done this a little higher. That's a 50. That's hard to read. Equals 10H. And then we divide by 10. Or you could just put it in your calculator too. And we get H equals 5, which is that one. Remember, you could do the Y equals, and you could have put that in. I've done 62 equals 10h plus 12, and then do the calculate it and find that it was 5. Alright, I think this is the last one. Number 18, two rectangular prisms are shown. Figures are not drawn to scale. Calculate the total for each. Two prisms have the same total surface area or do not. Okay, so first one, we want total, so it's pH plus 2 big B. And then we'll do the other one over here. Alright, so this one's perimeter would be this. So 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus 8. Okay. And it's 12 and 12, which is 24. That's your P. Your height is 20. Let me move up a little bit. Height equals 20. And my big B then would be 32, because 4 times 8. Then we plug it in. So it's 24 times 20 plus 2 times 32. Okay. We'll put that in our calculator. 24 times 20 plus 2 times 32, we get 544. This is the first one. Second one, we're going to look. Here is its base. So its perimeter is 14 plus 4 plus 14 plus 4. That'd be 36. The height is 12. And my big B for this one would be 14 times 4. Which is 56. And then we can plug in for this. So the P is going to be 36. So 6 times 12 plus 2 times 56. So 36 times 12 plus 2 times 56. And we get 544. So they are in fact the same. So they have the same total surface area. Alright. And several of you have missing work, so if you finish this, you should work on your missing work. Alright. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I need to go to bed.